can have
experimental.
honey, you can have like the DA and it's okay. Ain't nobody gonna judge because, to be quite honest, men have been running that field for like the longest time. They've been like moving from. What it do, family? We back again with another episode number 2 of On the Table with myself, Dineo Mashego, aka the Heat from the East, and you are not gonna drag me for that. So I'm gonna use that.
We give it to you.
Thank you,
It's
honey.
yours.
Thank you, honey.
Yes.
This week, though, we've got a brand new host. Please introduce yourself, milady.
I'm Khumuzo, the DJ, Black Velvet, the entertainer, the conversator.
Yeah, shwa, shwi babes, ine shwa, shwi. And as per usual, we are always with the voice, the sultry, ghost lady. I feel like you need to introduce yourself because your voice does it. Like, nah, I can't. My voice is too it's too heavy. You've got like that.
It's the
you know,
ghost
that,
lady. It's just no.
It's the ghost lady.
ghost
So
lady.
before we go any like why Black Velvet? When people with like there's like blue velvet, there's red, and then when now I like a black velvet, like what is this?
No, reason was growing up, I never thought I was beautiful because I was dark. Every time you're playing with other kids, they're like, you're motho.
Bawubitsa manto.
Manto,
No,
mnyama.
yes,
Lesi
I got
te
called
mnyama.
that. I got called that too. But manto, okay manto. Yes, okay,
And you're like, okay, what's wrong with me?
Girl.
Then, as I grew older and you see your
You embraced,
Naomi,
yes, honey, you're Lupita
Like,
Onyongo, and you're just like a lag
Yeah.
wag, and you're just like, girl, bye.
like,
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
That's where Velvet comes from.
Oh,
Black
love.
Velvet.
Oh, no, you are
Lovely.
beautiful.
You're
You
beautiful.
are, she's stunning.
Exactly.
So, Luna Banwa Rbizabo Mantu.
We are here.
What you gonna do now?
Looking
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
What you gonna do now, niggas?
Exactly.
How? Wait, so Monte, what mita into
Months,
But I love Black Velvet, and I love the story behind it.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, so we're back again with another entry of the second episode of On the Table.
Yeah.
So the topic we're gonna go with is a very interesting one, and actually, Ghosty came up with this one. Do you want to take us through why you came up with this topic, or should I just intro the topic?
Go for it.
And then you
babes.
can tell us why you
Yeah.
thought this topic, and primarily because when you were married, so it became like a bit, you know, it was just a bit strange just to come
Oh.
up, you know, with that topic.
From a married woman.
Exactly.
okay.
So the topic was, so Ghosty wanted to know, at what point did you realize, Wena, you are not the Begezela ring type of girl? Like,
Hey, guys.
you are not about the Begezela culture. Like, it can be with anything. You know how people are all like always associate, and I will say this because it's always like black women that always get like the raw end of the bargain, where it's like, mele uqindezele, like, you know, msadi we tshwara, yes, tlamne we tshware ka bo
Hey.
o tshware thipa ka bohaleng.
Oh,
Ooh,
hell
nna
no.
mga ntshware thipa ka
Yeah.
bohaleng. When did you realize, Hore, you know what, actually, this
see,
is not for me. This
for
life,
me-
not for me.
For me, it took forever. Like, it took forever. I was in a relationship.
For
Took
how
5
long?
years, 6 years, 7 years. I'm like, okay.
Oh, girl, no,
Then
that's
it
not
got
big
to
as
10
Henry.
years. 10 years, I was like, I'm out.
10 years in a relationship.
10 years. I didn't just wake up and I'm like, I guess I begezela anymore. I begezelad. Begezelad. I mean, I started dating very early in my life. I started dating at 15. But
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair.
That's
yeah,
fair.
that's where like
no,
every.
it's fair. But if the guy is older,
How old was he?
he was 6 years older.
Oh.
So he, like, we could say
In-
statutory.
yeah, no, in
blah,
this day and
But-
age, brother.
Yeah,
we are
but,
not getting away with such.
but I was in love. I was in love.
That's
Did not
always
see
the
anything wrong with
case.
it.
So
You
the
know,
10 years was with this person. So
Yeah,
from
it
the
was with
age
this
of
person.
15 until.
But then things started changing when he got the job. He got a job, started working. and-
Banjalo, pen.
I got
Banjalo.
And that's the problem.
Banjal, you ride or die.
You're right. I
Yeah.
stayed.
And then when it's time to, because you've been dying this entire time, when it's
Yeah.
time to now do the riding,
Yeah, I
when
know.
there's actual, like, you know, monetary.
You have to die some more.
Bruh, I stayed, ne? And then when I got the job, things changed. I was only la vie ka di 25. Only la
Oh,
vie ka di
Yiniba.
25.
Oh.
Come to 25, Albona, he would call me, he would say all these nice things. And a babe will deposit. She'll be like, babe, my car, like, you need a plug. How much are the plugs, baby?
Wait, Emma, I'm confused. Who started working?
He started working first, ne?
Yes.
He was all for himself. Men for
It's all
himself.
about men are like
Oh.
that though. So we know.
Then
Okay.
I got
And we've got a
job.
bunch in the studio just looking at me. I
Nah,
don't care.
man.
Y'all
Not
sell
all
us
of
down the
them are like
drain.
that. Not
All
all of
these
them are like
niggas.
that. Not all of them are like that. Then I got the job, ne? Then it changed. Now it's our money.
Yo.
When you started working.
When I
When you
started
started
working, it's our
working.
money.
What a joke, my
Oh.
darling. It's a joke, my darling.
Yeah, so that's when I was like, nah, man, this thing is getting weird now. It's getting weird for me. It's like, when am I ever gonna get flowers? When am I gonna get to go on a date and I'm not paying for it? You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, man, nah.
So
I'm
he
out.
ain't spending nothing on you.
jack shit.
So
Jack shit.
So for
The
10
sex was
years.
good.
But that's always, isn't that always the
problem.
case now? Like these trashy
problem.
niggas, their dick game is always on point.
sex was
Like
good.
this is why you will stay in like a very
But
weird
okay, was the
relationship
sex
because
that good only just because you didn't know other sex? That was the only sex you knew.
It could have
you've
been
had.
It's a
There's also
possibility.
that.
Exactly.
There's
It's a
also that.
possibility.
Yeah.
But also being a girl that is sexually inquisitive.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't relying on him only. And I'm not saying I was sleeping around, guys.
Oh.
I was taking care
There's
of my
also
own
there's also
Okay.
nothing wrong with that
Okay.
because
I
was
we
taking
own
care
our
of my
sexuality.
own-
Fuck it.
Alright.
Yeah, well, so I was very.
You
like,
can
I was
have
experimental. with
honey,
everything.
honey. You can have like the DA and it's
Yes.
okay. Ain't nobody gonna judge
Yeah.
because. To be quite honest,
Uh-huh.
men have been running that field for
Yeah.
like the longest time. They've been like moving from hand to hand,
Mm.
girl to girl. And if you want to be like,
Bona.
"Ke na le di DA, the dick
Yeah, bona.
appointments," do you, boo boo?
Yeah.
Do you? So the inquisitiveness of your obviously like you owned your sex, you
I
owned your
do.
body, and
I
you're just
still do.
like, this is me. I'm gonna. Were you using sex toys?
Of course.
Everything.
I
But my
like her.
first one with my first salary.
I
Yeah.
like her.
After you bought
out what is this thing.
after you changed tires for him, you know.
Oh,
I've never used sex toys.
There,
Don't
you're
use that
missing
against
out.
me. Really?
you're missing out.
I think I must. But also, like, what kinds do you get? Because there are those ones that just look like it's not
There's
gonna
the
do
rabbits.
much. The what?
The rabbits. There's one they call the rabbits.
The
It
rabbits?
vibrates. It bounces. What does it do?
Yeah, it's like very small. You can chuff it in there and they don't even know that it's here.
So you are sitting here.
and I'm having
you're
the
busy
time of my
vibrating.
life.
Yes.
And I'm having the time of my life.
So kumandi just
Yes.
and you just like
Yeah.
like it's hi guys, I must get that most.
Guys,
Well,
Just
if
to,
you're
like,
curious,
you must explore, hey?
Yeah.
You must not rely on a man for no dick.
They disappoint. Anyway, we sidetracking.
Okay.
Talking
Yeah.
about sex
Yeah.
toys and yonke lanto.
So,
So-
yes, a little topic.
Yes, we
Yes.
will get there and we
we'll
will
get
probably
there.
bring some. We are
Yes.
not gonna test them, guys.
Why
Jesus,
not?
it's not gonna happen.
Why not?
No.
MacGyver
ghosting.
did with Zodwa. Why not?
We
You
tested
know?
Taste
sex
it out on
toys.
you.
Yeah.
Plus, you've never had one, so it
It's
work.
worth a try.
It's worth a try.
And I'll control the
Mama,
remote.
this is that. No, we are not. No, sissy, no.
Okay.
So I just want to know, hey, like at that point, so you were basically like the breadwinner with a
The
man that
breadwinner.
worked.
Wait again. Okay, can I go back a little bit?
Please do, because now I want to understand,
So
like, how do you?
at some point when he got the job, okay, let me not say he didn't do it into the right all the time.
Yes.
So at some point we got engaged and wavele kaya, like, okay guys, I want to marry this
I'm gonna
woman.
do you
I'm gonna
right.
do right.
Yeah.
You know, okay, sharp. And then he took like another 5 years.
to appeal.
So the first,
So-
so the first appearance was what? Uthi selling Walo, or was it
Okay,
just like a?
Malo, and they came with Cashnyana. They're like, okay, we like your daughter. But at home, they didn't like him, so they made it a bit difficult for him. Parents, you guys are making it difficult for Banaba Bang Banyalwe.
No,
hey?
cannot
But
think
look
parents
at
can.
you now.
No, but also my thing is parents can like suss out or
Feel.
pick
And
up
that's why
things
I'm
that
saying,
we
look
can't
at
because
you
they're not the
now.
ones in love.
Maybe
But
they could
sometimes they
feel,
can
they
be
could
unreasonable.
see.
Okay, sometimes yeah,
Sometimes
but
they can
like,
be unreasonable.
but you know how
But
even with
anyway-
shitty friends, like your parent or your mom is the first person to be like, I can rate how.
Yeah.
And best believe that bitch gonna flake.
Exactly. Exactly.
They always flake.
So after that, okay, sharp. He came. He didn't come back. I got pregnant. It's fine. Took care of the
It's
baby.
okay, guys.
It's okay, guys. It's not a train smash.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kojo, what was the question?
when did you
When did you
realize?
realize?
Hore, that shit was not it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like the
man. I
paying
think
the
it was
bills
after
and
he
the-
took like forever to come back and started cheating,
Oh, ini guy.
lying. Imagine this guy's cheating on you. You're paying for everything, but he's cheating on you.
Banjalo, phela
nonetheless.
madoda, they brave.
Yeah, but
They like that. So
Hey,
he
but
could be.
listen,
He,
Betty, those
no, he could be
people-
unemployed, like solid unemployed, living off of you.
Yeah.
Like your car, everything. he's got men lack money, they will lack respect, they will lack the time, but what they will never lack is the audacity. The audacity. They will never lack the audacity, babe. Like, men will embarrass you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they mean. You are paying for stuff and then Babesy
I was paying for stuff, guys.
is living large.
But eventually I got to a point where he would call me and I was in the car and I was driving with my friends. Got to 25, like I would say, I'd be like,
I love the 25.
listen,
I love
listen.
a consistent
And
nigga
then
though.
you'd be
Yeah,
like,
he's consistent.
he
He's
was
right
very
on clock.
consistent.
Yeah.
So for me, that was becoming a problem of, okay, so kishota ka chelta petrol to go to work. You can't even hoy me petrol.
Not
dude.
even 300 guys.
Guys. But come 25, unali a time liang phone.
Yo.
I say, please call.
No, I wanna please call my
Plugs.
baby. Please call John Vlique. No. I say Leo John. So yeah.
Oh my
that was for me, that was like
That was like the final
nah.
straw.
And
And
then
then after that,
And then I got someone interesting. And then I stayed.
you still there.
I'm still there.
You're still there.
I'm still there.
And this is the right one.
Saitan, love
think
to
so.
hear
He's
it.
still the right one.
I think so.
Love to hear it. So can I tell you, na my begazellering, Lina, I've been, okay, there's just not a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but had instances where you were like, no, we're going to ride it out. Like,
Yeah.
I love you. I'll do anything to keep you. And then in hindsight, you're just like, the fuck were you doing?
But
Yeah.
sometimes,
Like,
guys, it
honestly.
does work out. Sometimes it does.
No, but
actually.
also, so here's my thing. So, right, with this topic that we talk, like, why does it have to why do I have to suffer? Why must I struggle for me to get to the end of the rainbow? Like, why can't it just be rainbows and like bliss and like from the get-go? Like, why do I have to beg a zeller?
No, but
Like, why
my
must it be
thing
so
is-
tough?
Askis goes, Dine.
Okay.
But my thing is, you're two human beings coming from different households.
Yeah.
I get you're raised different.
Yes.
This person is raised different. Your love language is different from their love language.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
You know, how they express themselves is probably different from how you express yourself. So you have to remember, you have to unlearn all these things. You're now building a world of your own. It comes with suffering. It doesn't happen just like that. For
Ghost,
some people, it's like maybe Bomnaga, so they got it easier. But
she will tell us.
But you know why actually this whole topic started today?
Yes.
Like why I had it in mind. Basically, I was looking at it from the not asking, but you see the nigga I'm with now, right?
Yes.
Naga.
the one who was Shaga Zulu.
Yes, the Shogo Zulu.
So nice.
You know? So before we met, for me to be with him, it took that realization where I had to say, okay, yo, girl, you need to change up.
Yeah.
Because before, obviously, you know how when we're still dating and we're like, you want the guy who's going to give you the vibes. See, like,
man. Hey.
umuntu must be that party guy. It must you give me the experience.
He must
Would
be a
you
bag of
say-
chips.
Yeah.
Everything.
Would you say you wanted to change or you kind of felt like, let me outgrow some of...
Not even. It wasn't even just outgrowing. It was more of, I need someone who's going to compliment me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me understand me first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's very
But
important.
but now now rating it back, when did you realize? Because obviously for you to end up with a man who treats you the way you wanted to be treated, you had to get to a point where you're like, actually, I'm done with the whole UKUBEKEZELA shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be vulnerable. Like, I want to express my hurt.
And
I want to
where-
break down. Because more often than not, I find that as women, like, we always say, I will never begazela for shit. And then you comes a guy and then you find yourself 2-3 years down the line.
You're still
honey,
begazelling.
your heart is literally sitting at the pits
because you
of...
love the sex.
Not...
But also...
You love
okay,
the sex, but also can you like...
Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying, ne?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get to is, Shab, you are begazelling, but are you expressive enough to tell this person, this is how I want you to treat me. This is how I want you to value me. Because you have to communicate these things. Tina, as women, sometimes we fail, men, hey? Because we
That is
come...
true.
We
Do not grin.
No.
They're
We
grinning.
fail them because you come into a relationship and you're expecting him to bola to Togoza to know what you want.
Whereas you
Communicate
don't
what you
communicate.
want.
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
You won't suffer if you communicate it. If you do communicate it and it's not
And when you see, and there's
reciprocated-
another thing, when you see that this person cannot provide what you want, and you're able to step out from the beginning, instead of you keep on begezeling, praying, thinking he's gonna change, because that's sometimes another mindset.
Can I tell you why then women get to that point? Because there's a sense of false hope that you get
Hey,
given.
the things we tell
right?
ourselves.
So firstly,
We tell ourselves and he tells you.
So firstly, you get screwed over by your own expectations because I get it. You're expecting him to do A, and then homie's just like, but nah, I can just do.
Up to here.
And there's nothing wrong with having expectations, right? They just need to be realistic as well.
Yeah.
But I find that it's like when you start vibing with a guy, right? You know from the onset that Dinawa is not exactly like the type of girl I wanna end up with, or like I'm not saying like I want you to look at me as marriage material, whatever. Because quite frankly, how many centimeters is wife material? Nobody can say.
Hey, when.
You can get to like we can talk about those type of situations, but my thing is also men need to then get to like they need to get in touch with their own emotions. They then need to also be honest with what they want from a relationship.
Yeah.
So that whole UKUBEKEZELA ride or die thing, like what like if we're riding or dying, I'm riding to certain things,
Guys-
not emotionally. Emotionally, we are not riding or dying. You are
Yeah.
literally being abusive.
Yeah.
And it is like it tarnishes because it breaks you, that thing. Like it
Yeah.
breaks you down, right? Like it breaks you down, but you need to say as a man, Guti, babes, listen, this is where I am in my life right now. I'm
Okay.
not ready for commitment. What are your sort of like?
But
like you were
remember what I
saying-
said. Remember what I said.
Yes.
I said we come from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Guys, as girls or as women,
Yeah.
we are nurtured from home.
Yeah.
Guys, wait. Guys, there's that thing, Yoguti. They can't express themselves. You are, we teach them. I know I've got a nephew who's like, I think he's 3 now. Yeah, he's 3. Sometimes he would be screaming and crying, and I'd be like, "Utefela no mfana." He's a kid. He doesn't know
Yes.
it. And what am I doing? I'm conditioning him. They're also conditioned. So my point is, when we get into a relationship, here's your mnaga, here's your ghost lady. Sharp. Mnaga has to communicate and say, "Bona, babe, these are my expectations. This is how I communicate." She has to be able to say, "Okay, I can reciprocate that." The thing with men is that we are not making it easy for them to communicate. Because who's tell us something, and then when you are mad, it's again to our 7. You see, was a until 7. We're not making it easy for them. I'm not advocating for men,
Yeah.
but I'm saying also we have a responsibility
To communicate.
to
Look,
communicate.
I
Yeah.
get,
And
right?
that realization, as I said, it's realizing yourself as well. Knowing like what kind of a person would compliment you.
Yeah.
It's pointless saying you want someone who's going to be this person, but it frustrates you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You understand?
So
Do you know what you... Okay, another thing. Oh, gosh. I want a person who does 1, 2, 3. But can you do it yourself?
exactly.
so it's always it's so in that
Can you
in that
make
sense.
yourself happy?
So in that sense, it's like equally yoked. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
let's both like show up.
I cannot put it on you to make me happy.
Yeah.
Like it's like, otherwise that's where you find yourself in entanglements, like Bojida so.
That was a very nice entanglement you found
Yeah.
yourself in, by the way.
But for Will, it wasn't that
August.
nice.
Well, for him to forgive,
No,
I
fuck
feel
it.
like
Will has been entangled like a couple of
Exactly.
times. He must calm
Thank
down.
you.
Oh, wow. So it's always like when the woman is entangled, it's always like, oh my God, like Jesus, we must stand on top of roofs and like scream and shout. But when it's the man, it's like, oh, Jesus. You know, it's like
But
it's
did you see how he
expected.
contained himself? He wanted to cry.
You must make these niggas weep.
Nah, man, don't be like that. Don't do that.
So
Don't do that.
so essentially, so the question obviously at hand is, when did you realize as a woman, and now this is just like put men aside,
When I
right?
got my
'Cause
job and I started making my own money, I was
that's
like,
when you were like,
I'm out.
Peace, bitch. Not doing the begezelering. I'm not. But also like the begezelering culture is then like it comes, it feeds, it gets fed rather to us, especially when you're going to like uyoshata. I get about whatever it
know-
is. Then you must get instructed. You married, you would know this.
You know what?
No, I deliberately made sure did not avail myself for that.
For that
meeting.
That's what I want to.
You know
Now
what
you.
was interesting. thing for
That's
me
why I say I'm
when
that
I
type of
realized.
girl.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell my family that, guys, I was out. Remember, Bella, I'm engaged. And this is a
Yes.
guy that Babang Kuzangai always. I
Yes.
didn't tell them.
Yes.
I told him. And then I did my thing. And then he started following me on social media. Saw my pictures with my guy. Okay, he comes home. He tells them. And I was expecting with you bayong titties. My uncle was like, Bona, Wanaka.
To you, Bobo.
Like, do you?
Yeah.
If it's not making you happy.
Swada.
Scram, babe.
Exactly.
Scram.
And this is coming from a man.
This is coming from a
Yeah.
man. It was my uncle.
Like, it's very rare where you find
You see, that's why I speak for them sometimes. Yeah, I know they're trash, but not
Yeah,
all of them.
especially if you've had experiences of actually good men who've stood up and
Yeah.
have come through for you.
So why did you decide, Ghosty, that
You're
that
gonna
little
disappear.
talk, that little pep talk? Because I think that's the
Because I
pep talk that
knew.
just
No, because I knew. It's like I knew exactly where it was going, and I don't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear
and also
that.
because your man, I'm guessing, is did not give you the you need to ride or die, or like I'm gonna treat you like trash and
No.
megubegezele type of situation.
we were mature
We ride
enough.
for
And
those
Because let's be
Understood,
honest, those
guys.
type of talks only benefit men in the
Exactly.
relationship. Because if you
Exactly.
that never will you ever, when you get married, we're in
Never.
you are always told ukuthi kuyabekezelwa emendweni. You must never question when a man comes back home late, or ukudla kwakhe must
Hey,
always be
that's all.
ready.
You know what? We did premarital
Honey,
counseling.
now I will
right?
lock you
That
outside
was
the
good
home,
enough
sis.
for us. It was honestly good enough for me. That was the good counseling we got from a pastor, and we sat there.
And that's it.
That's it. And it was two-way.
Yeah.
He would talk to him. He would talk to
It
me.
wasn't one-sided.
It was one.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It's not a
one-sided.
woman's responsibility to keep the relationship or
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
marriage.
also
And
like
he was
Abba Bob the
satisfied with
Builder.
it.
Team.
It's a team
Building
thing.
exercise.
Exactly. And I just like, I guess like the purpose also of this conversation is just to get to a point where you say to women, like, it's okay to walk away. Like, even if you've invested so much, whether it's your time, because
Goes
guys,
for
it's not
guys
nice
too.
sometimes.
It goes for guys
Look, I
too.
mean, I don't care about these niggas. I'm joking.
It goes for guys too. Guys, like, we put men through a lot, guys.
But
Like, why is it nane? From my experience, you'd swear, hore, I'd be sitting here and trashing all of them. Yeah, they're trash, but guys. we put
No,
men
I
through a
get,
lot.
like, I get it. But so I guess the purpose of this conversation in particular is not directly to say to men, Luana, you must know your worth. I think
Yeah.
they've been quite well aware of their worth, right?
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
why most of the people that ride and die are the females. It's
Yeah.
like men, yeah, but
You know
then
why?
that ride or
you
die.
know why happy we ride or
Ke
die?
kwakwa
You
ngamafu.
know why we ride or die also?
Why?
Being in a relationship gets status.
Who guys now don't care about
Just
status?
say-
Say,
yeah.
can you?
Yeah.
Who, nah, guys, I don't
Just
care about
status.
ghosty. Like, I can literally, Kausani, me and my partner, we've been together for almost 7 years now. It can literally go to the, it can go
You
to
know
the pits. Like, I don't care,
Can I
guys.
tell you something?
I'm
what I told
not
my
doing
friends?
the Begazela thing.
I was like, my friends, if it doesn't work out, and my cousins, I was like, if it doesn't work out, please no, ne? If they say it's over, and
Yeah.
I find another one, I want you to be doing a step even better on how you did before.
Also, babes, right?
Yeah, because
No,
it's
like, and also, and I think also
Nyalo
that,
hangata umutle.
yeah, babes,
Get
nyalo
married a
hangata,
lot.
just-
You're beautiful.
yeah, it's okay.
And I think also what informs that kind of culture, it's the fear of ke hlotswe ko lenyalong. Like going
No,
back home, it's like
no.
yabong hlulekile type
Go
of
home
situation.
any day.
Yo, me, I'd rather go home than die.
Ke
guys.
tlo hloleha, it's alright.
tla
Somtholo
zama
munye,
hape.
it's alright, guys.
Tla
Angisho
sebentenye.
guys, angisho guys.
Angisho.
Okay.
Kuzoba right. Kuzoba
Yeah.
right. So guys, I think we've reached the end of this beautiful second episode of On the
Yeah.
Table with Hummus or Black Velvet.
Yeah, the DJ, the
DJ
entertainer,
Black
the
Velvet.
conversator.
Yes,
the
and
girl
now
Ola.
the heat from the east. Guys, that's not a thing. But just
Oh,
like
okay.
work with me here. Okay? Just,
Heat from the east.
let's just do it. Let's just work with me. And of course,
Sizzling.
the sultry
Ghost lady.
ghost lady.
That is
I think you need
me.
to come up with like, listen, and I'm being serious. Like you need to come up with like a very sexy voice. And then because you're a ghost lady and now people are like curious, I get
Yeah.
So now you must come up with like a very sexy way of introing yourself. It can't just be like the sultry. Think about it. Okay?
After they've heard me so many times.
Yeah,
I think she's fine. man.
As
You
the
know,
daba.
ghost lady.
Hey, babes,
It's
listen here. This is not podcast and
Oh,
chill.
okay.
This is on the table. I need you to bring a
Okay.
different energy.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Bona bo makai
Makes
bala.
sense.
This is a
Okay.
different, you know.
Next time, Uzobon.
Thank you, baby.
I've got homework.
Thank you. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't
Thank
forget to
you.
subscribe, like, and hit the bell button so that whenever we upload an episode, you can get the notification. But guys, more than anything, just like love yourselves. And I'm talking to the women because you niggas
And the
shit.
men, guys.
And the men.
Hey, urata banna man. Why you always so? I love men too, eh?
I'm
Okay,
always
nani
around men. I have to love
kebo
men.
brother.
Help it, guys.
Nani kebo brother. Learn to love yourself. But also, more than anything, guys, Bekezela is not it. If it's not working out,
Leave.
get the fuck out
Scrap.
of there. Like, even if you've been there for 15 years and you bought the house together, the couch, sell and go start. Like,
OLX
nothing.
the house.
Yeah.
No, OLX. OLX that shit.
We're giving OLX free
OLX.
advertising.
Ask her. Ask her. But no relationship, no friendship, no form of ride or die is worth your mental stability. So whatever you do,
worth your
love
life.
yourself. From us, the ladies from On the Table.
Table.
We
Until
out.
next time. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
We out.